Channel. If you're new here, my name is Ellie. I am a BTech student currently in India. Yep, studying in India. Well, today's video is gonna be all about my experiences in India, or my experiences since I came to India. It's all the same. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about all the good stuffs, the bad stuffs, the normal stuffs, the average stuffs, all the stuffs an international student goes through in a foreign country, I would say. Yeah. And for my Indian friends, I hope I'll be answering most of the questions you guys have been asking me throughout my years in India. Well, let's talk about food. When I came to this country, I didn't know that people don't eat meat here. So most of them here are most of them here are vegetarians or vegans. Yeah. And you know me, coming from Africa, I eat meat. So I'm a non-veg, but then I had to, adapt to the new food system. And my school, we don't have non-veg stuffs at school, like for lunch or breakfast or something. Nope. We strictly eat veg. And I got used to it. And I really don't miss meat. But I miss meat at the same time. It's all good now. Eating healthy, I think. I don't know. But yeah, that's it about the food and stuffs. Yeah. For all those who are planning to come to India, just know that there's no beef in parts of India, not the whole India, but parts of India. Then going down to making friends in this country. Well, as we all know, I came 2020 lockdown. There's no really much of physical interactions. I had few people from back Africa. We just greet, hi, how are you, good, and you're good. And then that's it. Up to today, I haven't made friends yet, so we're good to go. It's kind of sad though when I started my physical classes now, going to school physically and meeting up with people, I was the only black person, because first years went to school, and then second years, third years, fourth years, they were home. So I was the only African student in the whole school. Gosh, that was but anyway, it all started, I think, 2021. Yeah, started my offline classes, and boy was it hard. I was on my own. I was on my own. But then there's this sweet girl called Shweta. I'll never forget this girl in my whole life. I wish I had a picture of her. I would have put it right here on the screen, but well, I don't. She's the sweetest girl I've ever met from this country, let me say. Because when we first met, it was actually accidentally. I was going by, I came from my class, I was going for lunch, and my backpack was kind of open. So she was, calling me, but I had headsets, earphones, earbuds, whatever it was. I wasn't hearing her. So she came, she tapped me, she was like, hey, how are you? I was like, I'm good. I was even shocked, like, Then she was like, hey, your backpack is kind of open. I'm like, oh, thank you. I closed it. I was like, thank you. And I left. I went for lunch. So, went for lunch, sat there. When I was eating, she came, sat there, and she was like, hi, we meet again. I was like, yeah, we meet again. She was like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, I'm Ellie. She was like, I'm Shweta, yeah. She was like, I'm Shweta. I'm like, oh, nice to meet you again. And we started talking, and from there we became friends. Though she's not a BTech student, she does business. So sometimes if she's out, she'll be like, yo, are you out of class? I'm like, no, I'm still having one more class. And you're like, oh, okay, we'll meet tomorrow. Just like that. That's how we became friends, and I really appreciate her. She got me through my first year, which is perfect. To the next point. And now let's talk about communication and language barriers. Gosh, Lord have mercy. When I came to this country, y'all, I didn't know a thing. I went to register offline, and when I went, professor, hi, how are you doing? So you're Ellie? Yes, I'm Ellie. Oh, nice to meet you. So let's register. And mind you, I wasn't getting the guy at all. I wasn't getting what the professor was saying. But I had a friend who was with me. He was here for, I think, a year before me, because he's my senior right now. The professor would talk and he would translate. So that's how it went the first day when I went to school, like to register offline. It was very funny and awkward at the same time, but yeah, we got through it and we did everything. So coming down to friends in class, oh my god, mind you, I'm the only girl only African in class, and it is really hard to interact and communicate because, like, whew, that's something hard. We're few in class, we're few in number, so like communication was kind of hard in the beginning because, you know, they speak with a little accent and I don't really get that, and me, I speak quick, so they don't really also get that. And some of them are not really good in English, but then we try to communicate, you know. So my communication was really hard here, but then I got to learn a little Hindi, you know. Like when I come in the morning, I'll be like, yo, kaisa ho? They're like, Badia, up kaisa ho? I'll be like, Badia. So that's how it went back then. Like I got to learn a little. Like going to the market is one of the hardest things for me till today, because when you go to the market, you have to, you know, talk a little bit Hindi so that, you know, they don't like, how do you call it? I forgot the word, but you know, you get the point. Like for example, when you go, you want to buy a pen, you be like, buy it now, be like 10. Sometimes they talk in English, you know, be like 10, like ne, baya, ne, bahot, bahot. Pesa is money, so like pesa bahot. You know, I'm just breaking the Hindi. You all don't come for me in the comments. I really don't know Hindi. I'm trying my best. So be like, ne, 5 rupee. Be like, okay. Then they give you the pen and you go. Yeah, that's it about language. Probably school and markets are the only place like I really, you know, try to speak Hindi. You know, I know some words though, and you know, in class sometimes the professors be like, "Samajh mein?" I'm like, "Aha." So it's just samajh mein. I think it's, have you understood or something like that? And I'm like, yes, sir. So you know, stuffs like that. That's all about my communication and the language barriers and stuff here. So to the next point, weather. Guys, if I tell you anything in India is extreme. Well, not for the south, but for the northern part, gosh, it is extreme. When it's hot, it's hot. When it's cold, it's cold. I mean cold, freezing cold. And when it's hot, it's hell. Like hell hot. Because like y'all, this country is about to murder me. I am recording this at 3 a.m. and it's winter, January. But you know, these days it's kind of normal, but it's still not normal to some extent. And I think it's 12 degrees. Yeah, 12, 11 degrees right now. Back then it used to be 3 to 1 0 negative. We could preach negative. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. But anyway, the weather conditions here are extreme. When it's hot, it's really hot, and when it's cold, it is super cold. And now it's cold, but you know, I am used to the weathers now. But when I first came, Jesus Christ, that was hell for me. But now, you know, we got used to it, and yeah, I just hate the summers. I hate the summers so bad. Jesus. And it's soon coming. Hi. Anyway, that's all about my experience in India. And if there's something you guys would like to know, please put it down in the comment section. And if you would like a part 2, let me know, please. I would love to do that because I have a lot of backstories and I've experienced a lot of things. So if there's anything, you let me know. And if there's any part of this video you'd like in-depth explanation or in-depth backstory or in-depth what, you know, in-depth experience or storytelling or whatsoever it is, let me know in the comment section and I would gladly do that for you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video, and we meet in the next video. Peace out. I love you all. Bye.
Khatam. Bye bye. Tata. Goodbye. Gaya.